caused some changes around you. We're very sorry for any inconvenience that may have caused, and we'll be fixing damages as soon as possible. To give you some context, 14 months ago we received a message from Kepler 22b, 600 light years away, containing a nucleotide sequence. Creating this RNA in a lab led to its integration into human DNA, connecting our consciousness together, acting as a sort of psychic glue. Now, virtually every person on the planet is connected. We have no leader. You can see it more as a perfect democracy with instant and complete global communication. You in particular are a bit of a mystery to us. None of us seems to know who you are. We'd be more than happy to welcome you, though. It's just that you and 13 others seem inexplicably immune. We are very sorry about that, but to make it up, we can provide you with anything you ask. Food, drink, entertainment, travel. It all fades in comparison to the bliss of the joining, but we hope it'll prove satisfactory until we can fix this. That could take a while. We are not some kind of super intelligence. We're still human. It's just that we have access to all of the world's top experts in any field. This individual is Luuk. He used to make relaxation videos, so we figured he would be a good fit for a friendly face to tell you these things. We'll now go over some basic questions you might have, just to reassure you. We know it can seem scary joining us, as if your individuality or agency is taken away, but that's not the case at all. You will simply be connected to all 7 billion of us with unlimited sharing of ideas and experiences. This makes it so we simply cannot disagree, as we all have access to the same exact information and perspectives. You will still be able to do whatever you want. It's not like we control your body. It's just that you'll want the same thing as all of us. Picture working on a shared goal with all of humanity, everyone contributing their share. Wouldn't you want to be a part of that? So many issues are being solved as we speak. There is already no more war, no more famine. We're ending global warming. There's no more abuse, no more violence, no more racism, bigotry, jealousy, loneliness. Animals are free. All drinking water, food, medicine, housing are now fairly distributed across the world. Did you know that the world can be fed right now with just 500 million people working to produce and distribute food? Everyone has access to clean drinking water. There are no more queues for medical treatment. Everyone in the world can live comfortably, with the entire working population working less than 1 day a week. And that's before further automation. The entire entertainment industry is no longer necessary because all of the entertainment is in here. You'll be connected to every single person on Earth at all times. We have an inner life so rich it's impossible to imagine without joining us. The accumulation of all art, stories, comedy, history, beauty, science, and unlimited discourse about all of them. It's only natural that you would value individual differences. You are the product of an evolutionary strategy that uses those differences to maximize fitness and resilience. The question is, can you look from outside of your instinctual perspective? You see, consciousness is not really limited to an individual level. You might think that your consciousness is delineated by your body or your brain, but really it is only limited by neural connection. There is nothing intrinsically separate about your consciousness from mine. The self is an illusion, as some might say. There is a treatment for severe epilepsy in which the two halves of our brain can be split, severed right through the middle. This can help prevent the seizures, but it has another interesting effect. As you may know, the left hemisphere of our brain is connected to the right side of our body, our right hand, nostril, eye, ear, and the right side of our brain to our left side of our body. The interesting effect that arises when the two halves are severed is that suddenly two separate consciousnesses arise inside of our body. Suddenly, if you were to cover your right eye and only see something with your left, then only your right hemisphere would know about this. In this case, your right hand would not be able to write down what you saw with your left eye, and vice versa. In the same way, our left hemisphere controls our sense of language, and thus, if you were to see something with your left eye, only observed by the right hemisphere, you would not be able to express in language what you saw. A final example is if you were asked to draw something in both your left and your right ear, but what you were asked to draw are two different things, then you might notice your left and your right hand trying to draw something different, and even erasing what the other hand has drawn, because they're fighting over what to draw. There is disagreement, inefficiency, incomplete information, but once we connect the two parts, they act as one. Coordinated, efficient, more than the sum of their parts. Would you say by connecting our brain, the two halves lose their individuality? sever everyone's brain to save the agency of the separate halves. In a similar way that most organisms have indirect biological imperatives to help the spread of their DNA, like you generally want to survive, have intercourse, or help others from your family or species, which historically has helped achieve the goal of spreading your DNA. We have a direct biological imperative to do the same. So our imperative has no proxies for the spread of DNA, like intercourse, but instead only the terminal goal itself. We'll do whatever we can to spread our DNA as far as we can, just like natural selection has fine-tuned the human species to spread their DNA. We are as much slaves to our biological imperative as you are to yours. If you saw someone drowning, would you not save them without thinking? If you were in a spaceship and found someone floating alone in space, would you not pull them in without asking? Ethically speaking, we are extreme deontologists. We do not kill, we do not harm, we do not lie, and we do not leave anyone behind. We act according to those maxims which could be universal law. Kant's categorical imperative. Intention matters. As we do not kill, we've prepared a lovely salad for you from veggies that were already dead. We've detected your IP address from you watching this video, so it should arrive at your location shortly. The senders of the nucleotide sequence remain a mystery. We are not connected with them, so it is possible that our telepathic abilities have limits, either in speed or distance, but it is also possible that they died out, as the signal did come from 600 light years away, meaning the signal we received was sent 600 years ago. We won't know the answer until we do more research. This is all fairly new to us as well. It is interesting, though, that the nucleotide sequence that was sent had a seemingly intentional effect on humans. Generally, changes in DNA are different depending on species, so that would suggest that whoever sent the RNA sequence had some knowledge of the human genome. Some have wondered what happens to babies. There are infants connected to us, but their brains are not yet developed enough to process complex information. Joining us does not make an individual's brain more powerful than it is. It simply gives them access to all of our other brains. You can look at it like if you connected a Tamagotchi to the internet. It would have access to a lot of information, but no ability to process it. And yes, after joining, you will have the shared experience of family members having intercourse. That's less weird once you join. If you have any other questions, just leave them in the comments below. we'll be sure to get back to you. Your life is your own. Have a wonderful